OKFM 101.7.
Ni amate fio eye PRO Emma Menzgold. Obani memo acha no pay.
As you can see, you also.
Nampong boko die.
Nyamnadum, just say, man, two come for the past 2 years. We
Acho. Na no obi na me frɛ ya na. Emma nam say abi na what to kwant mi nya ye na jawo ba. Ai.
Mate.
Yo. Enra na mami musa me bra so what say na mensa.
Oh, Nyamnadum. I mean, they be a court and some, but ne ho ye pa, ne ho ye.
Sa court no eno dey ba issue no.
And since our court has to do with the criminal aspect of your case, because Kaya, after the shutdown, you could take it over. So later, the CID also took over the case, and or pre Amonone by and more arresting, and the charges were brought against him based the criminal charges because they've defrauded the state by false pretense. And so my first charge was almost, I think, 15 charges or no, with then Menzgold and then 4 others. Well, later, no more reducing it to, more increasing it to 61. And so still then we've been going to court since then. But as I speak to you now, the state has not opened its case as of now so that we can also defend. But it's been adjournment one day or the other. Well, and that's
a year prosecution no can say barely 2 years after closure of the company and Yama matters arising. What want me open case?
Well, according to the prosecution, there are almost they said 15,000 customers. Court, they are representing the like their witnesses. Well, so the state has to take account of every customer account. Every time, yeah. And then you know that there was a change of not change of government per se, but once you call to elections. And at the point in time, they have to wait for the Attorney General to advise on the docket. And there was a bit of a delay to the Attorney General office. Then the Attorney General was changed to Godfrey Dami. So he has to also be sworn in before he can also work as a substantive Attorney General. So all those times, the adjournment was happening, was going on in court until he was appointed, and the president now appointed him as the justice minister. I feel you have to give advice. The advice came, I think, last time Omukache say the advice from Attorney General is in, and so more Jenny Biom. So I'm sure for the next day, which is Monday here, I'm sure the state will tell us, what the case will be, because the judge has also told the state that they should open their case, and let's see how we can also come out to come out with our defense.
Oh yeah, na enrun yet see some of the criteria about bonting road mapper. Mudi ebetia a customers no eka. All customers are more verify one more audit we and now say more holistic.
Okay, that's it. And say no press conference. Let me say for a long time Menzgold has not come out with any press conference they are coming to explain anything. Why? Because on the 2019, in December 19, Menzgold issued another press statement, and in that press statement, you can say we are coming to start payment. So we brought out management payment scheduled, and then the formula for the payment. That was in 2019 December. In that press release, if you recall, you can say we will start doing the payment by a reverse mechanism. Reverse mechanism, let's say. Those who came in last will be paid first. So we're doing the last in, first paid. That was what the statement said in that. That's what was said in that statement. It also said that in that very statement, the people, we are going to take 36 months to complete the payment to all customers. So that 36 months is roughly 3 years. So by the end of the 3rd year, where the Menzgold should be able to pay every customer, because we said in that press release that we are paying everybody his or her principal 100%. We are not taking any extra value that you've earned during the operation of the company. No, Ebetia will be 100% in that statement. So we started the payment from the 27th of December. You see, that day we made some payments, and we can't say, I mean, the payment a year, well, with that press release, it might not be much, and also what you say, but it doesn't negate the fact that we made some payment. We at least the company tried as much as possible to pay some customers what it owes them. So yeah, try to say better yeah, Obi. Now, 2019, as we started, in 2020, covered by well, and see, as much as we're trying ways and means to find out money to pay, we're not able to pay that much. But as time when money comes in, I mean, some people are paid. So now 2020 passed. Now we are in 2019. So you could see that the 3 years EMI, by next year to March 2020, December, the 3 years, ebeson. But just what you must hear.
Yes, no correct.
Hello.
But what me too, pa. It was a year roadmap, no. 36 months.
Yes. Per the 19th December press release, 36 months. Now I say we'll pay everybody.
Okay.
Any
year ben, no.
2019.
36 months. Okay.
36.
Yeah.
So who calculate here? The 3 years will be in December 2022.
Yeah, December 2022. Yeah.
Exactly. And see, this time around, I think 2 weeks ago, you can say the coalition of agreed customers, Parliament, said Parliament should intervene to help bring finality to this whole issue. I mean, 2020 election, you saw that the Menzgold issue was very, very topical. It was political. Everybody was making politics out of the Menzgold issue. And all the people that spoke, politicians, they can't say, as far as they are concerned, they cannot pay. You see, the only thing they can do is to, when they come, they'll put out a committee and all that. SEC has also come out to say, I mean, expressively that almost to meet to your customers, it's only Menzgold and another Mensa that can pay the customers. Government have also said that they will not pay any customer with the taxes, with the Ghanaian taxes, because according to them, per what SEC is saying, the company was not licensed. So what it means is that, like I say, the onus lies squarely on Menzgold and Nanapia Mensa to pay its customers. What you must hear? Nobody can pay any Menzgold customer apart from Menzgold and Nanapia Mensa. These are the only people that can pay the customers. So whatever we will do, we must, as a company, make sure that we can bring finality to this whole issue. And effort must be put in to bring that finality into fruition. One. So that's why we issued that statement, to make sure that we pay. It might not be that smooth and not frequent in terms of that payment, because as I said, customers, it's money we are talking, and money is blood. People sweat, people's blood. So it's not, people will be expectant, say, make sure that you pay, I mean, as frequent as possible, But the company, is facing a whole lot of challenges as well. But it's not for Menzgold to come and sing that song that we are going through challenges, we are going through problems. It is our responsibility as a company to pay the customers. So whatever we have to do to pay the customers, we have to. We don't have to come and get excuses one way or the other.
Any customers in the Fred or raise point to be said. This is way near the first time Menzgold them promises be to say on between into one the idea no kura na kasa no wo mu nyinni afenso kura no se wo accounts no aban a freeze accounts no it is can come back of fun way.
I agree with him. I agree with Fred Forsen on what he said. So this is not the first time we've come out with payment plan. This is the second time we've come out with the first payment plan that we came out with, and that was on the December 19th. In fact, as he has rightly said, we were not able to pay as much as they expect us to pay. I agree on that. But I'm also saying that it doesn't take away the fact that some payments were made. For example, their own chairman for coalition, Timon. I was there when he was called and he came for his money. What you are saying? The only problems Menzgold is facing, which I've always
Timothy, Timothy, one February just yet piano call. Hello.
Yes, well, I'm line break.
Ni me say Sentina Timothy. You friend on Fabi, you tell the
Well, me say, we friend now, Fabio. But I know for a fact that Timon has been paid. There are other people. I mean, who, if I mention the name, you might not know them. They are part of custom. They've also received their money as well. But you see, to me, they haven't been able to come out to say that indeed it, because already, when the Menzgold issue started, most people denied that they have investments with the company. What you say, and when you pay somebody, it's their personal money. So you cannot coerce anybody to come and say publicly that he or she has received his money. What we can do as a company is to publish the names of people that we paid. No matter how insignificant it is, I think we should be proud and publish the name. But the problem that we have is that it's about people's privacy. What I say?
The
person can sue you. So it has been a legal tussle, like a legal explanation to the lawyers to understand that can we publish the name? Because we are paying. No matter how small it is, payment has been made. People are not coming out to say. Now others are even doubting in the first place whether payment has been made. What do? You publish the list. What you are saying? So what Fred is saying, if they are taking this press statement with a pinch of salt, or they have the credibility or a problem with that, I agree. It's because of we as a company has not come out to publish those names. That should tell people that truly, I can't say from our 19th December press release, we've made some payments. That's how we and this press release, page, if you look at point 6, you can say before the final payment will be commenced, by that time we will publish all people that we have made payment to. We will publish that list now.
Yes, me too, pa. Me too.
We want to publish the list.
Me pa dia me giri sempacho utie. Said the bayana nipa baji mu adi enti because obi o wa te said ye ka timo asemi ye tua ne ka onka bibia etia de na wo meka no abonten kora se oh me dia die nyame adom ye tua binum so de na nkrofo nya rehemu se jet no is being serviced.
Yo, that's the thing. Well, we've made payment. I can tell you for a fact with authority. The list is here. Well, the next step. So let's not even cry about sportsmen. We are coming to publish the list now. Before 20th of December, the list will be published. We've sent the list to the CID already. They have it. So we will publish it. So in this press statement, what we are trying to say with this press statement is that we have to bring a closure to this Menzgold saga. Nanatika say. With Ochina demonstration, Ochina say, nobody can solve the Menzgold problem except Menzgold itself and the CEO. Nobody. They went to Parliament.
Not even Parliament.
Not even Parliament, because have they been to Parliament? Last 3 weeks, they were before the Speaker of Parliament. Asking the Speaker of Parliament to come in to help them solve the problem and all those things. Now, what has come out of it? What I say, what Parliament can do is to call us and bring us and sit down and say, okay, please, how do you? At the end of the day, they'll throw the ball to us and ask us, how can we pay our customers? It's Menzgold that can pay. No state institution can make payments. Government have issued a letter, have issued a statement that they will not pay. SEC said they will not pay. Menzgold has to do the needful then to pay. Oh, and the payments, and easy. We are. You see, this is a company that has gone through a lot. The company has been shut down since 2018. What I say, account has been frozen, asset has been seized, and all those. Yes, still, this man said, "I will make sure I pay you." You may have your reservations. What I say, you may have 1 or 2 things against him that what you say. That is fair. It's human. But we must also understand that the company as Menzgold is going through a lot. But I cannot come out to tell you what we are going through, because the struggles of the customer means a lot than even what Menzgold is going through, because the customer knows this canaba. So how you can pay the customer should be your focus and your main issue. So that's what we are doing. So when we now agreed last week that we need to bring this closure, then we said to ourselves, we realized that some of the documentations that were presented to us when we did the validation, we realized on the face of it, initially we were making the payments on the face of it, but when we later sat down and did a thorough investigation into some of the documentation that people claim to have as their document, therefore their meant, we realized that some of the documents are fraud. What we've done so far, almost 45% to 50% of the documentation that customers presented to us are faced with fraudulent transactions.
45 to 50% of the documents.
And realize that there are some people who made transaction or on the business here with Menzgold, but they did it the wrong way. Just say there were some third people who were able to collect other people, customers' money, and then pretend like they're coming to invest with the company. They did not come to invest with the company. They invested into other things, and they were getting profit more than what Menzgold was giving to the customers. And they are taking their profit and then giving their money to the customers as their dividends. Well, and so we've been able to find out all these issues. So we've been able to segregate those documents out of the original documents. Now we've come to a conclusion that then we need to bring this finality. So how do we bring finality to this whole matter? We have to make payment. How do we make payment to our customers? We need to make payment to people who are genuine customers of Menzgold, who indeed invested money into the company. So if you see the press statement, we are saying that the final payment will commence on the 20th of December, after we publish the list of people who our investigators consider as genuine customers who indeed invested money into the company, and that payment will come off starting on the 20th of December.
My question when you Musika ye freezy account no bebre eno no kambodi me kweli sika free mu ena minim said Dubai de no so no some 35 something million dollars eno so aba enti we no obi bisa se na Menzgold in yeska wo hene na odi tuatua na kakra ya muaye no be say.
Okay, good question. It is true that the accounts na ya freezy. Nisika bibia coming from anywhere. Then the Dubai case is about Dubai case. Of course, for now, because of what is happening in Ghana and the stories up and down, say, or you're scammer, or you're this, or you're this. No. The man took advantage of that. So he was also stretching. The man is able to, what he's doing is to have access to all the legal way to make sure we delay that payment. But God's so good, finally, at least we've made progress with that money. And I'm sure the lawyers, I think last week or so, the lawyers and their lawyers have come to settle the thing and make sure they have come out with a roadmap of how we can make the payments. So there's, a lot of progress on that score. On the score of it is true that our accounts have been frozen, but it doesn't take away the fact that we have to make payments. It doesn't. That is why December 19th, press release started the payments, on besides and I told them the company will do its best to make sure that Obenya Sika to pay, and we were able to make payments. So it's the same way. We put a lot of things in there. I cannot come in to tell you that we are getting money from this side, we are getting money from this side. It's not for me to say it on radio. But for us to come out to say that we are going to bring closure, because why we want to bring closure to this thing? Nana Pia believes that as far as he's concerned, there is nothing that he can do in this country that can flourish or be successful if it doesn't bring closure to this Menzgold issue. The greatest benefactor of this whole thing, when the closure is being done, is Nana Pia himself. He knows. And Nana Pia himself. Everywhere he goes, xylophone, everywhere, it's about Menzgold. Until Menzgold is brought, a closure is brought to Menzgold, he knows that he will never have his peace. On him.
Okay.
What I say. So that's the reason why he wants to bring this closure. So I beg everybody.
Oh, okay.
The Fred Force, all the customers, I agree with their sentiments.
If I just say no, obi your customer be what is information we be on your day.
So First of all, there are people that who are documents with access and they are okay. Those people, the list will be published. We'll publish the list in daily before the payment will start. No, they will publish a list, in daily graphic. So when we start the payment, we'll do 3 days payments: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Monday, those who will be paid will publish the names in the graphic. Your name, your Menzgold number, your telephone number. What you are saying? So the list will now be in daily graphic, and we also publish it on Xylophone TV and Xylophone FM. So if your name appears there, we have one-stop location where you're going to make the payment, and we're not going to make the payment by cash. We're not paying by check. Obiambe who say it is scanner mao, TV, camera, Obiambra or no be say what be wasika. So that they will clear that I've not been paid. No. We'll do the payment. We'll do cash to everybody. And to start listing, we'll go into daily graphic on the 20th. Then the next time we'll do the payments will be on Wednesday. We'll publish the names again daily graphic. So all the names of those who are scheduled to be paid on that particular day, names will be published in the daily graphic. Well, so if you qualified, you come, you go there, you join the line, you make your payment. That's how we are going to do it. Those who document that we consider as fraudulent, right? If you look at point 3 of the statement, we are saying that we don't want to discard it entirely to say that because we consider, or the investigators has found out that all documents probably we are just nipping it in the bud. No, we are going to give people opportunity to come. So we'll call you, and then we'll ask you that we think the document you have is fraudulent. You have to justify your conclusion why you think it is not. So we'll do interviews and then ask the customers, those we consider as their documents being fraudulent, to come and address the issues. If you're able to address the issues and convince us that indeed the document you have is genuine, you qualified. Because we cannot end up paying people who are not customers.
okayfm.
What you say? While the genuine customers are there, and the most annoying point is that the very people, most people that are shouting Menzgold or they we don't owe them because the documents are kutan cry and papa.
Now no say obi. Wo no get abeda ho man is say Menzgold yaw.
Oh, we have to pay, but we need to pay genuine Menzgold customers, and I'm sure that all the customers agree with me on that level. So I once again have to plead with our customers, Fred Forsen and Nyako and all those people. I beg them. I understand their sentiments. I agree. I mean, the doubt that they've expressed. I mean, it's all okay because, as I keep saying, we've come out with payment plan before. We're not able to follow it religiously and thoroughly. I agree with them, but we are a human institution. So we have our flaws. We are going through a lot. So I beg of them. They should, please, I beg them, support us. They should come together. They should give us the benefit of the doubt this time around because we should let her know. Chief Ankasa has sent a copy of those letters, the same press release, to the CID, to the Attorney General, to the lawyers, and to the concerned groups. So it means that we are not only doing this in isolation. This time around, we are doing it together with the CID, with the Attorney General, with our lawyers, with everybody involved. What you say? So I beg of them, Obia Enyabutre, by 20th, when the list is published and your name is there, and you can go to the destination place for payments, and you receive your money.
Medasa no paper.
Mr. Medasi, Nana.
Yes, that's it. Penny and in Kasa ye ni ama mensa. PRO Edema Menzgold and no attributing common okay 101.7 so in the
okayfm 101.7